Parte un intro. I genuinely think people are becoming mentally exhausted in a way we've never seen before. And no, I don't mean just being tired. I mean the kind of exhaustion where your body's technically resting, but your brain never shuts up. You wake up tired. You scroll while eating. You scroll while studying. You scroll before sleeping. And somehow, after doing absolutely nothing physically exhausting, you still feel drained. And honestly, I don't think humans were built to process this much information every single day. Because think about it. The second we wake up, our brains are attacked with notifications, reels, opinions, beauty standards, bad news, productivity advice, relationship drama, celebrity gossip, how to become successful before 20, and hundreds of people showing their perfect lives online. Like, when does the brain actually rest anymore? And the scary part is, this lifestyle became normal. We normalize being mentally overwhelmed. We normalize sleeping at 2 a.m. We normalize checking our phones every 5 minutes. We normalize never being alone with our thoughts. And maybe that's why so many people feel empty lately. Not lazy, not weak, just mentally overloaded. Because I swear, sometimes I open social media for 5 minutes and leave feeling worse. About myself, my future, my appearance, my productivity, literally everything. And if you've ever felt like that too, welcome to Elegant LuxX. Because in this video, we're talking about why everyone feels mentally exhausted lately, and why it feels almost impossible to escape it. But trust me, the deeper you think about this, the scarier it gets. Part 2, the problem got normalized. I think one of the biggest reasons people feel mentally exhausted now is because we never truly disconnect anymore. There used to be a difference between real life and the internet. Now it's blended together. Your worth feels connected to numbers, views, likes, followers, appearance, productivity, and even when you're relaxing, your brain still feels pressured. You open TikTok and suddenly a 16-year-old is richer than you. You open Instagram and everyone somehow has perfect skin, perfect friends, perfect bodies, perfect lives. You open YouTube and someone is telling you you're wasting your life. Like, damn. Can we breathe for 1 second? And the craziest part is, most of us don't even realize how overstimulated we are anymore. Our brains became addicted to constant noise. Music while scrolling, videos while eating, phone while watching TV, scrolling during conversations, checking notifications every 2 minutes. Silence almost feels uncomfortable now. And honestly, that scares me a little. Because some people haven't sat alone with their own thoughts in years. The moment boredom appears, we instantly escape it. But boredom used to create things, ideas, creativity, dreams, self-reflection. Now we kill boredom before it even exists. And maybe that's why life feels so emotionally numb lately. Because our brains are constantly consuming, but never processing. And I know someone watching this probably feels exactly like this right now. You're exhausted, but you can't explain why. So comment honestly, when was the last time you spent an entire hour without touching your phone? Part 3, why everything feels empty now. Have you noticed how everything feels less exciting now? Movies, music, hanging out, even hobbies. Things that used to feel fun now feel temporary. And I think social media changed the way our brains experience happiness. Because online, we're constantly exposed to extreme stimulation, fast edits, bright lights, instant entertainment, constant dopamine. So real life starts feeling too slow. And that's dangerous. Because life was never supposed to compete with infinite scrolling. A sunset cannot compete with TikTok. Studying cannot compete with Reels. A normal day cannot compete with someone posting the best 15 seconds of their entire month. And slowly, people start losing appreciation for normal life. We became obsessed with constant excitement. That's why so many people can't focus anymore, can't stay consistent anymore, can't enjoy simple moments anymore. Everything has to be faster, funniest, loudest, most dramatic. And honestly, I caught myself doing this too. Sometimes I'll sit down to watch a movie and end up checking my phone every few minutes without even realizing it. That's not normal. And I don't think enough people talk about how badly this affects mental health. Because when your brain gets used to constant stimulation, peace starts feeling boring. Read that again. Peace starts feeling boring. And maybe that's why people sabotage themselves so much. Maybe calmness feels unfamiliar now. Maybe we became so used to chaos that silence feels empty. And if you relate to this even a little bit, that means this video probably found you for a reason. Part 4, the reality check. And here's the part nobody wants to hear. A lot of us say we're mentally exhausted. but then continue feeding the exact habits destroying our minds. We complain about feeling drained, while spending 7 hours a day consuming useless content. We say we can't focus, but our attention span is being trained by 15-second videos every single day. We say we hate comparison, but continue watching people online until we feel insecure. At some point, we have to admit that some of our exhaustion is self-inflicted. And no, I'm not saying this to shame anyone, because honestly, I'm guilty of this too. There were days where I'd wake up already tired, then spend hours scrolling, comparing myself to strangers, overthinking my future, avoiding important things, and wondering why my brain felt horrible at night. But the truth is, your brain believes what you repeatedly give it. If your entire day is noise, comparison, negativity, overconsumption, fake perfection, constant stimulation, your mind will eventually start feeling heavy. That's not weakness. That's overload. And I think modern life created a generation that's constantly consuming, but rarely living. We watch other people travel instead of enjoying our own lives. We watch motivational videos instead of taking action. We save self-improvement content while staying stuck in the same habits. And one of the harshest realizations I had was this: scrolling feels like resting, but it's not. Your eyes are resting, your brain isn't. Your brain is still processing thousands of images, sounds, opinions, emotions, and comparisons nonstop. That's why people feel mentally tired even after doing nothing. Because mentally, you were never actually resting. Part 5, the solution, PL final ending. So what's the solution? Honestly, I don't think the answer is deleting every app and disappearing into the mountains. Most people won't do that, but I do think small changes can completely change your mental state over time. And the first step is learning how to be bored again. Seriously, because boredom is where your brain finally slows down. And right now, most people are terrified of silence. The second things get quiet, they grab their phone. Waiting for food? Phone. In the elevator? Phone. Before sleeping? Phone. Right after waking up? Phone. People don't even give themselves a chance to think anymore. And if you never sit with your own mind, how are you supposed to understand yourself? So here's something I want you to try after this video. For one day, stop consuming constantly. Don't wake up and immediately scroll. Don't fill every silent moment with noise. Don't compare your entire life to someone's edited highlights online. And watch what happens to your brain. Because I promise you, a peaceful mind changes everything. Your focus changes. Your confidence changes. Your emotions change. Even the way you see life changes. And maybe the reason so many people feel lost right now is because they spend more time consuming other people's lives than building their own. That line hit me hard when I first realized it. Because imagine reaching the end of your life and realizing you spent most of it watching instead of living. Watching people become successful. Watching people travel. Watching people fall in love. Watching people chase dreams while you stayed stuck refreshing a screen. That's terrifying. And maybe this video won't magically change your life overnight. But maybe it'll make someone pause for a second. Maybe it'll make someone rethink their habits. Maybe it'll make someone finally realize why they've been feeling so mentally exhausted lately. And honestly, that's enough. So comment the habit you think is ruining this generation the most. And subscribe to Elegant Lux X if you want more brutally honest conversations like this. Because the more I look at modern life, the more I think we were never meant to live this way.